Hey guys, I am Nikki of Nikki and Eric, and today we're talking about buying a house in a seller's market or a pandemic. Either way, it is a crazy, crazy market right now. A little bit of background about me. So I've been an agent for a long time. I mainly sell houses. Generally, I'm not out helping buyers buy houses, but I am looking at 1,000 offers that are coming in from buyers on our properties. So I'm telling you the 5 top things that help me go with the offer, which will hopefully be your offer so you can get a new house. If you will, please subscribe, like our channel, and we will continue to give you wonderful real estate investing advice. So what is a seller's market? What that means basically is the seller has a negotiating power. There are more buyers in a seller's market than there are houses available. So if you're a buyer, you're probably gonna have to put in multiple offers to get a house. You're probably gonna get a lot of no's. Don't worry, do not be disheartened, because I have 5 tips for you on how to get you a wonderful house in this crazy market. So number 1 is be okay with buying a house having never even been to it. So what we do a lot of times to make sure we get houses before anybody else is we have our boots on the ground, be that your mama, your daddy, your sister, your best friend, whoever, or your realtor. Have them go over to the property, and if you can't make it, have them FaceTime you or do a walkthrough via Zoom. Do whatever you have to virtually get your eyes on the property if you can't physically get your eyes there on the property. And if you like it, write that offer. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable and possibly buying a house without ever having been inside it. Number 2 is have a solid pre-approval letter. So what you're gonna have to do to even obtain this pre-approval letter is have a lender that you've spoken with who's ran your credit, who's done all your history, and they know how much of a house you can afford. They know pretty much everything about you. They can tell you exactly what your monthly payment can be, what your down payment can be, this and this and this. They are so very knowledgeable and so very helpful. So have a great lender who has a solid pre-approval letter ready for you to go. So when you do submit your offer, you have a pre-approval letter to also go with it saying, hey, we are wonderful buyers. We can close on this property and we have the money to do this. As an agent on our properties, when we get offers, if I have offer A that doesn't have a pre-approval letter attached to it and offer B that does have one, I'm going to choose B every single time, because that lets me know that there's not going to be a ton of hiccups. We have our financing. We've already taken care of all the background stuff, so you don't have to worry about it. All you as Mr. Seller have to worry about is packing your stuff. You're going to move out and we're going to move in. So have a solid pre-approval letter ready to go. Number 3 is going in with a solid offer to go along with your solid pre-approval letter. Chances are this property is going to get multiple offers in, and they're probably all going to be really, really, really good. So you don't want to try to lowball the seller at first. Go in with your highest and your best offer right off the bat. And I would even tell you to be willing to go a little bit above your best offer, because chances are they're probably going to counter you. The seller is going to counter you and ask you to go up a little bit. So honestly, if I see a good solid offer come through, that's the one I'm going to work. In this market, if I get a lowball offer, I'm not even going to respond to it. I might respond and be like, no thank you, but I'm definitely not going to counter them. So go in with a really good, strong offer at first. Number 4 is be okay with walking away from a property and know when to walk away. So you're gonna have, as we said earlier, you're gonna have your really good pre-approval letter, and you're gonna know exactly what you can and can't do financially in this crazy, crazy market. So go in knowing that if you did put in your best offer, but it wasn't good enough, you're just gonna have to back out. And that's totally fine in this market. And chances are you're probably gonna have to do that once, twice, 3, maybe 4 or more times. But it's okay, you'll eventually get a house. And if this market is too scary for you, that also is okay. Because guess what? It's going to eventually be a buyer's market again, and then you can go in and then you will have the negotiating power as the buyer. Right now, it's not where we are. Just be okay with walking away if that's where you find yourself. Number 5 is always have a backup plan for many, many, many reasons during this. Let's say your lease is going to expire. Where are you going to go? Say you can't get a house. See if you can rent your apartment back wherever you're staying. Make sure there's a plan for where you're going to live so you don't end up homeless. but it didn't appraise. Right now in this market, I'm telling you, if it doesn't appraise as the seller, I'm like, I'm sorry, can you bring cash to the table? Because I'm not gonna lower my price. So have maybe a little bit of cash on reserve to bring to the table if it doesn't appraise. Because asking your seller to lower their price probably isn't gonna happen in this crazy competitive market. So make sure you definitely have a backup plan for the appraisal. And also, just know, you don't have to buy a house right now. You can or you can't. Doesn't matter. If that's a short-term Airbnb, or if that's, doing another lease on your apartment, whatever it is, make sure you have another place to go, because you don't want to find yourself homeless in this market when there's only like 30 houses for sale and 700 buyers. As always, thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned. We'll always have great content coming your way. And if you found value in this, please share it, tell your friends about it, and of course, subscribe. Thanks.